Hello everyone, welcome to a Wario World speedrun guide about super jumps. We had a guide recently about super jumps that was pretty quick and detailed, but I wanted to give a little update because it covered buffered and unbuffered super jumps. However, it didn't really go over how it necessarily works in like a technical aspect or locations it can be used. And it didn't really go over precisely good hand positions or good hand positions for buffered either. So here might be some new techniques from an updated guide that could help you out. So essentially, we all know what a super jump is in the speedrun community, but if you do not know, a super jump is a corkscrew conk, which is this move that I'm doing here. You press the R button and then dash and jump while you are doing the dash. But a super jump is essentially, let's see. A super jump is essentially fooling the game on the correct frame to think that you're jumping twice, just like we just did. What I just did there was a buffered super jump, which you are pausing on the correct frame, so that way you can unpause and buffer your next input. Unbuffered super jump, I use a separate hand method instead of just holding both of my fingers over the pause and A button. I hold my fingers like this with my middle finger on the R trigger since it's the most comfortable for me. You can do whatever you like, whatever's comfortable for you. Press, if I can get it. It's been a little while. Essentially what I'm doing is I am pressing it, gently tapping the very edge of the A button with my right thumb, and then slamming my left thumb back onto the button after I've let go on the next frame. So my inputs look like this for the hand. This, A, slide off, another A. But much faster, of course, within about a couple frames of each other, so your super jump should look something similar to this here. Now there are other methods to be doing this input, of course. You can try your best if you are kind of rapid at tapping the button, unlike I am. You can try your best to double tap the A button as fast as you can after pressing the R trigger. I do not believe I could perform this trick, but it is a good way to practice getting the proper frame, because if you are not jumping at all on the first input, then that means you are doing it too fast. You want to slow down a little bit. That right there is the correct input for a super jump, and then you would want to do a jump after that. So if you can just practice this here, getting this little tiny hop that I had a second ago, that right there, if you can practice just getting that over and over for timing, then once you've gotten that down pat, you can practice going back into the actual super jumps themselves, which is a good way to practice the beginning of an unbuffered super jump. Buffered, however, is just practicing getting the timing on the pauses over and over, mostly for safety. The screen that you saw there of Wario halfway in the air is the frame that you want. That's the best possible super jump. And the moment the pause screen goes to the bottom, you want to press and hold A all the way through. Depending on the height of the super jump that you want, you're going to have to let go roughly in the middle of it, but that is essentially what a super jump, how to perform a super jump, and also what a super jump is. But yeah, now I will be showing a montage of essentially all the places, or at least some of the places that you can use a super jump in, and they would be reliable and useful for you, where it would save you at least a decent amount of time, no matter what your situation is. I'll also be showing you some instances of the difference between a buffered and unbuffered super jump in the montage, so I hope this is educational enough for you to where you are able to learn this trick for yourself, and I will see y'all next time.